What's up, my good people, and welcome back into the Billy Ball Show on Sparks TV. I'm your host, Nino Sparks Sedan, aka the Mid Range Bully. Make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button so you can stay tapped in. Let's get it. We're gonna give you our predictions for the Eastern Conference Finals after Game One. Miami defeated the Boston Celtics 118 to 107. And what was a pretty good game from start to finish. Boston, they had the lead for the first two quarters. Third quarter, Miami outscored them 39-14, and that was pretty much the Jimmy Butler quarter. Man, Jimmy buckets, man. 41 minutes, he gave 41 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? And a shitload of steals, a couple of blocks in there. I think this game total had like 20 blocks. So this is gonna be a great series. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be a lower scoring series than the Western Conference Final. It's gonna be like polar opposites. You got two teams that pride themselves on defense. I think one is like the two finished in like two at defense, and the other one was like three or something like that. And the Western, you look at the Western Conference, it's pretty much just gonna be a shootout. You know what I'm saying? Offense, and then you got defense for the Eastern Conference. Man, but yeah. I had Boston at 7. I'm gonna stick with that. Even though they lost game one, I didn't know Marcus Smart wasn't gonna be playing. I didn't know Al Horford wasn't gonna be playing. But even though they didn't play, they were still able to keep that lead the first two quarters. I think if they look back and they focus on what they did right in the first two quarters and they replicate that in game two, whether or not they gonna have Marcus Smart, I think they are gonna have Al Horford. I think they can still game two. Mark my words. I think they still in game two. You know, Looking at it, Jason Tatum didn't even have a good game. In 44 minutes, he gave 29 points, 6 assists, and 8 rebounds. Jaylen Brown, he had an okay game, gave you 24 points in 43 minutes with 10 boards and 3 assists. I think the problem is Marcus Smart being out, they were asked to do things that they don't normally do. They was asked to facilitate. That's not what they do. I think if you look back, I'm not a Celtics fan, but I'm a basketball fan. If you look back, there was an interview where Marcus Smart was saying, we're gonna figure it out when JT and JB start passing the fucking ball. He basically said it like that. So facilitating, that's not their thing. Like I said, Jaylen Brown only had 3 assists. When Derek White, supposed to be, it's a reason your ass coming off the bench. In fucking 29 minutes, you only gave me 3 points, my dude. You better than that. Peyton Pritchard, I like Peyton Pritchard. I think they should have started Peyton Pritchard, to be honest. He shit in 30 minutes, my man gave 18 points. He was talking shit to Tyler Hero. I like that swag, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Naismith, never play him again. In 11 minutes, you gave me 1 rebound and nothing else. A shitload of fouls. Daniel Tice, you better than that. You have to give me something. You just got to see guys step up. Robert Williams did his thing. But yeah, man, Grant Williams didn't give you much. But I'm still gonna stick with my pick. I got Boston at 7. I just think, I knew they was bound to go cold in one game. And, you got to give it to Jimmy Butler, man. Playoff Jimmy, that's real. That's a real thing. But we've seen him, go for 40 in one game, and then give you 9 in another game. Not to disrespect, I can't, um, confirm his numbers and shit, but I've seen games in the finals against the Lakers, my squad. You know what I'm saying? We've seen games where he showed up big and he was on our ass, and then we've seen games where I think him being asked to do so much. Excuse me, I'm kind of sick. You know what I'm saying? Not COVID related, but yeah, I think him being asked to do so much on the other end, on the defensive end, it's kind of, it compromises his offense, you know what I mean, on some occasions. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see how game two. I got Boston taking game two, and I got them taking got them taking the whole thing in 7. So I'm gonna stick with my pick. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. What should Boston do? Should they try to replicate what they did in the first 2 quarters, or should they just switch up the game plan? I think if they do have, they other 2 players, I think it could be a different, like, it might be a shorter series. But yeah, Boston in 7, man.